Hello there, everybody. Glitch Reaper here. You may notice I've been very different armor and getup. This is because I kind of went a little off the beaten track for a little while to do a little Botania work. For one reason, this is also why I'm temporarily. Well, actually, I'm not really that low on mana, but I did put a dent in it because I made this Elementium armor, and that took a lot. But I think my portal is actually holding. I can kind of go over here, but I think it's actually is in fact one of the versions that has it where after you get it working sufficiently, it just stays on and only takes power whenever you're doing operations. Because it seems to me like that's how it's working now. I think before it was just that I barely had enough power to begin activating it, and you need to have somewhat more than that to pull it off. But anyhow, I've kind of got a little bit of a lower level team here, because I keep losing mobs to my guard block somehow. Like, turning it on and off doesn't seem to be easy. I think I need to break it and then replace it. Well, let me do an experiment here before I go into another Gaia fight. Because I do want to do as many of the Gaia fights as I need to, and I will need to go through even more serious mana farming to get the Terra Steel ingots if he doesn't drop any. Because I thought I remembered him dropping some. But I could be off. Can I just punch this? No, I do in fact need to hit it with a pickaxe. Does it need to be a Thaxium? Probably not. But, I mean, it gets the job done. I do have an empty, just in case that this works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick you up, because I want one of you. I'm going to put this back. I'll leave Wyla on guard duty for a while. So if this works and I just need to break it, grab the mob, and then replace it to get the others back on duty, then I can do that. It's perfectly fine. Oh, point of trivia. This is actually based on one of the original screenshots of the structure block before it became how it is, and was recolored a bit and given some additional particle effects. That's how Engendered of Doom got that design. Is this general design here, although not in these colors, was how the structure block originally looked when they were screenshotting it as like little teasers. But it obviously didn't turn out that way. Like, it has like an S for save and other things on it that's totally different texture. So it really changed over time how they were going to do that. And I need a bit more saturation value, but that's okay. I can... You know, I think I remember that I've got MREs in my my EMC system. So I could try that. Wait, where did I put my... Do I have no tablet on me right, or table on me right now? At all. That seems off. I thought I put one around here somewhere. Did I not? Did it get blown away? It's pretty likely it got blown away. We have been having some explosion issues, so it probably got blown up. Let's face it, that is the most likely reasoning why is it got blown up. But yeah, I was gonna have an emer... That's actually a bit more hunger and saturation value than I thought it had. But yeah, I definitely want to have another table on me, because I'm gonna need to EMC a lot of stuff, because whenever he starts dropping loot, this is gonna get wild. So I need another table. Thank you. As you can also see, due to various events that I've done off screen, I'm a little low on EMC as well. Although I do have my book fully charged, my guns are fully charged, including a backup gun, and yes, it's true, I still can't make Wyla dual wield these for some reason. When I try to add the second one, it suddenly acts as if I'm trying to grab all of her stuff off of her. So, I have tried. I don't know if that's fixed in 1.12, and again, should I kind of update the series completely to 1.12. I mean, I'm not quite done doing all the stuff here, but he's probably fixed all the problems in 1.12 anyhow. So do I really need to worry about it? Because some of the same mobs, some of the same mods will be having a bit of a redo if I go to 1.12, because there's some that I definitely want to have together with Engender. Not the least of which is, in fact, Botania. Because there's something in it I'm very curious about, and it's going to take me a little mana to do, but because I'm going to need more Terra Steel again. And as I've explained before, it sucks up so much power to do that. So it'll be impressive, but I am curious if they can perform the function. Because sometimes certain weapons aren't entirely based on players using them. I'm wondering if it'll work in the hands of one of my army. So there is a humongous question there. Can I get that to work? Okay, now I do want to work off a little bit of this saturation here. That didn't take long. Okay, so they actually recover a decent amount of hunger, but not so much saturation value. Wrong thing. Okay, when you know you have a little too much EMC on your mind when that happens. And that's just... how do I wash that again? Washcloth. Cobweb around wool. That seems like it wouldn't be very beneficial to clean the plate. Well, yeah, I'd get a little out of it. I'll go ahead this time. I'll try. If I have cobweb in here, I'll go for it. Nope, just cobblestone. Okay. Never mind. Not happening. So if I have to toss something out to get that in, it is going. Okay, now let's get everybody here. Wait, is that the empty one? Nah, it's just us getting them there. Okay, buff me up. Because I'm trying to figure out who's doing the fires. It might be a property of... Okay, he's not teleporting away. That's good. Okay. You might want to buff me up, because... Did you throw way over here? You're supposed to be tossing good potions to me periodically as well. So I'm wondering if it was possibly an attack from the Elder Guardian girl or not. Actually, I probably want to leave this on the ground. Okay, and possibly over there. Okay, I won't be needing that immediately, but probably will be needing it. Okay, my guns I can grab pretty quickly. That I can stockpile rather importantly over there. That might come in handy. Other stuff, we'll see. I think I have enough room to stockpile a decent amount of loot. Okay, that is very useful. Okay, so let's do this thing. Again. Guys, over here, stuff's gonna happen. Hello? Okay, double hit was cool. Problem is that I will catch my own mobs on fire with these. I'm trying to remember if he left that in for balance, or if that is a glitch. I don't think it was intentional that you could catch him on fire with this. I just don't know if he's figured out how to get rid of that problem in 1.12 or not yet. However, some mobs are naturally fireproof, so I'm going to have to deal with it. Like, for example, Sackcloth, he can't be hurt by fire. Aha, there you are. See, this is where the pauses are a good thing. It goes both ways. And then I suddenly take a lot of damage during the extreme. Okay, do circles, circles. Because I will not be able to do this very many times. Still not sure exactly how I get moved around. Oh, right, that was on my shoulders of my own mob there. Explains a little bit. Okay. Need to just recharge her while they're doing some pummeling. That magic damage from all those pixies is a problem. And I've got this armor on specifically because it's supposed to counter with pixies. I don't know if it's doing its job. I hope it is. I'm not getting as much fire this time, so maybe it was the Elder Guardian girl. Could totally have been the Elder Guardian girl. Unless the Guardian of Gaia does it. But we'll see that part in a moment. Easy, I know my timing. Should be getting pretty close to a... summoning phase. Okay, I'm not sure if being on the shoulders is helpful or harmful. I'm voting harmful. Because it really throws my aim off. Sweeps really do help, though. Combat port? I mean, when you got it. We are in summoning phase. Combat pork chop. Sackcloth, can you please keep these guys off my back? Won't be as big of a problem if I can just fry them all. This is gonna be huge. Now, if he drops down and then everything goes on fire, I'll know that's just how he enters the field afterwards. Sorry, I meant to do that afterwards. Combat pork chop. Can't see my health. Oh no. Not that again. No, 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 no. Okay, it's clear, but I can't see my health. I did take him out. I did take him out. I must have accidentally given him my golden apples again. I really need to be having some way to just deny them the golden apples. Now where's the mega loot? The special loot that I'm after. Did I pick it up already? I don't know, but I can grab a lot of pork chops to clear them from the field. Because the pigs got wrecked. Okay, where is the mega loot? Funny how that part worked. He went way over there. Pretty sure I cleared it rather than... Pretty sure I cleared it rather than it despawning. There's no way it went, like, really far away, either. That was Gaia Guardian of Gaia 2. So somewhere, there should be a pile of very special loot. Unless it got hoovered into my bag, but I doubt it, because I don't think I have that active. Or do I? No, I do not. I'll have to look for where that went. Because it's guaranteed to drop loot. Did an explosion take it out the last moment? Because I didn't see fire anywhere. And I'm pretty sure the explosion of that guy doesn't break entities. So where did it go? Is it up in a tree? It does not look to be up in a tree. Did somebody grab it? I don't think he's got that kind of inventory. Oh wait, maybe it's invisible. That also happens. So I may have to log out and log back in and get a hold of it. So that could be a thing. Okay bow? It's an okay bow, but still derezzing it. Where else could it have popped? Because, I mean, it could have spawned in an odd fashion, and this Eternal Wither status is definitely not good. Wrong thing, I need to check my baubles. They're okay, that's working. Everything seems to be fine. My Cloak of Virtue probably took a few hits for me, because that's what it does. Okay, I just need to reset my Antidote Charm. Get a good look at this battlefield, if I can. Maybe that'll help me figure this out. Okay, I've already established it is not in fact up in a tree. I know that I nailed him because I got a serious chunk of experience. So, did some of it fall or something? Well, I'll definitely get the loot one way or the other. I just need to look around for it. There's a very good chance it got stuck in a cave. But anyhow, I'll be right back. Okay, so I was able to retrieve some of the stuff, but didn't get much new for now. However, I do have my Dice of Fate, and we'll see what it rolls. Wait, do I seriously have all three? The Ring of Thor, its main function is primarily to operate with your Terra Shatterer to give you a better area with more efficiency? Hello? There we go. If I remember right, you just have to have all three and you can combine them and they're like regular crafting table. Yep, Ring of the Ether. This gives you all the powers at once. Now, the Ring of Loki is kind of like a builder's wand, although it kind of uses mana as well, because you can multi-place blocks. You kind of select your pattern by clicking on blocks, and then you unleash it. And as for the Cloak of Virtue that I'd been using the whole time, that took a Gaia Spirit in addition to some glowstone and wool, so that was intense. These are all made out of Elementium, which is what happens when you trade in Mana Steel to the Elves, so that went well. I still need a few of the artifacts. Like, namely, I got all three rings in a row first. That's kind of funny, actually. And you can't control what the Dice of Fate give you, so that's just how it rolls. But the reason why I got it checking on Gateway Key is I need to remind myself of all the stuff I needed in between, because I'm going to be needing to use a lot of it. And why? Well, I need to get through these keys again so that I can build back up to Jazahar. So let's see how many of those in a row I can pull off. Also, I might want to try experimenting with using more of this stuff to make some serious apples, because I have a ton of it in reserve, so it would be nice if I used it on something that might also help me against the Gaia Guardians. Okay, now is this... do I have to... okay, I do have to sequence the apples. Okay, so just for that, and then... oh, okay, I might be able to afford that faster than I thought. So, yeah, especially when they factor in boss fights. So if I condense that, I might be able to get some super duper apples. Wait. Am I saying? Yeah, never mind the whole... never mind the whole how many steps can I go get towards Jazahar. I might do that later. I'm gonna see how far I can get on the apple. There we go. That's as many as I can hold out of that. Come on, displace the stack. You're not displacing the stack. I need you to displace the stack. There we go. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, come on. Okay, I need to be careful how many times I tap when doing that. I'm holding sneak while punching it to get a stack back. Then it keeps doing things like that. Okay, that's how many I got to work with. Okay, I can do that. But yeah, I'm curious about the apples. Now, I know I can use a lot of this for my farming, doing some awesome stuff, but I also know that I want to check out the apples. And you can backcraft that pretty far, so it's not really too much of a problem. I'm just wondering how much this will it really take. Because got that much pretty fast from entering a stack worth. I can do that again. How did I get an odd one? Does this thing do something odd. It's not dividing the way it normally would, but it's okay. I can kind of just push through it to get it to work right. Oh, it's the lag spikes are doing that. Okay. See, that makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to need some of this to see how many apples I can get. So that'll get me... Let's start with 16 apples, actually. And then push upward. So let's see if I can do 16 apples at a time. Now I'm curious about the apples. Because I know that I can get some really good apples off mystical agriculture. They're very powerful. They're similar to enchanted golden apples. So just how much of a bargain can I get on these apples? It's very weird how it's dividing that. Is it a crafting station issue? Furium apples. Okay, so this is what happens whenever I start there. Prudentium apples. Okay, now I need to convert more of the stuff upward and see how far I can get. Oh wait, wrong thing. Okay, that much goes back. Okay, so let's see if I can create serious apple power. It's very weird how it's dividing that, because I'm doing it with the regular controls. Intermedium. See, after all I've collected, I'm not going to be able to convert them all to so much as intermedium apples. That's how many I get. 4 intermedium and 12 prudentium. It gives speed and absorption. I mean, it's still going to be useful. It's just not as much recovery as I was hoping. Maybe Supremium is the one that actually... Supremium. Yeah, that gives everything. So if I can get any of those, I get basically like enchanted golden apple power. Although, I'm not sure if the region's really that much better. But given how many other abilities it has, I'd say probably pretty good. So, I need to possibly go into this mod a bit and go into making some crops. I don't think I can get my mobs to do farming for me at this time. If I give them a hoe, will they become a farmer? I don't think that's how it's going to work. So, yeah, I'll need a little more Inferium first. Although I might have some laying around. Because sometimes I get large amounts and just stuff them in my bags. Okay, so it's not in here. Do I have some in my inventory? No, I don't. Did I put some in another container? Well, I still have some in here that I hadn't processed. So I should be able to use that to do some farming at some point in between. So I'll probably set those up. Because to get these into seed mode, I just need to surround some seeds. Then I can harvest them as a crop to get more stuff. Preferably in a safe place. Inferium coal. Okay, so you can power up coal if you wish. The ingots are useful in making armors and other things. Okay, I can also use it to make a watering can. Watering cans are usually nice. I mean, it would take a lot, but eventually I could get the premium set and see how well that performs as well. I'm still not. It's hard sometimes in that chaos to see where the pixies are going and whether they're mine or the guardians. So to be perfectly fair, this armor could have been doing exactly what it should have been doing, and I might not have noticed because it does like fire a glowing pixie back at the enemy sometimes when you're hit. It's like a counterattack. It's not the same as thorns, but it was kind of a special way of doing it, and it's kind of a unique take on a retributive strike, so it's not like the same as a lot of the others. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back in here. I'm going to put this miscellaneous amount back here. I'm going to grab myself a set of seeds. And since I'm not going to go all out, just divide it up. And probably try to figure out where I'm going to actually farm. That's sometimes weird how that works. It just does that. It's fine. Don't mind it. It's okay. But yeah, I'm going to divvy this up like I had before. Only I'm gonna be making some seeds. Oh wait, no, that has to go all the way around, so I can't do it that much. I'll actually... That's how much I'll get. Okay, so I got some Ethereum seeds. I'll have to figure out if I'm gonna grow them bunker style or not. So I'm gonna have to feng shui these seeds. so give me a moment to, well, probably between episodes, I'm going to feng shui these seeds and figure out where they're going to go, because I think they're not super dependent on sunlight specifically, so I could have them in an underground farm that I can carefully control and possibly accelerate. See, because I do have this. Well, it does burn some EMC like crazy, and I'm a tad low right now, but it would be worth it. Especially if the watering cans actually work on them. They might in this version. I'm not sure. But either way, I know I can also create kind of a mystical fertilizer that's good specifically for them. Let's see, what is it? Mystical fertilizer. It grows a crop. So yeah, it's like a super bone meal, but it only really applies to mystical agriculture crops. It takes a little bit of essence, but I think overall it could be worth it. Sort of. It would be better to get the accelerators. Growth accelerator. Okay, let me see how expensive is this. It takes blocks of it, but I don't think that's too big of a problem. I mean, I might get a few blocks worth of material. I can backcraft this and see how far I get. Because you can backcraft this. At least if it's like the old days. Yeah, you can. Okay. So, how many blocks am I going to get? Is it going to be at least 4? 6 blocks, so that's enough on that end. Diamond and 4 stone. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here as a work in progress. Hey, I didn't mean to... oh, you. Because this will accelerate... It works better whenever they're kind of stacked vertically underneath. So, however many is in a column kind of combines to it. So I'll only be able to super accelerate or maybe not even super accelerate, but kind of accelerate one to kind of be able to compare with. So we'll see how well that works. Stack. Wait, how many is in there? Okay. That's fair. I have more than enough for a block, but not enough to make 4 required. Wait, did I... This thing is doing weird things when it comes to my... Okay. It's doing very weird things when it comes to my distribution. Okay, let me back in. I figured it did that. I figured it had done that. What is up with this crafting station? There we go. I've got one of those for wherever I'm going to farm. So maybe I'll just do a few little ones here and there and then work my way around. So I need to grow more of these for more than one reason. Not the least of which is the better apple, because this is the... Because these kind of go up. See, this one does have resistance too. And if I power it up to Supremium, so if I have enough for that, I'll also get regeneration too. And then after that, I get to the Supremium apple, which is the biggest, and it also gives me strength too. And this armor doesn't have, as you can see, any innate potion effects, so unlike armor from Abyssalcraft, it doesn't have that, so I'm not going to get some kind of combat boost like, say, strength. So it'd be good to have an apple for that. Also, I may need to do a serious EMC rampage in the Dreadlands again, because again, I am depleted. So I won't be able to do upcoming battles using golden apples, because they will be a bit too expensive in EMC. This will be very expensive in terms of essence resources, but it should still power up well. Now, is there any other alternative apples I can use that might actually be functional? No, taming an undead horse doesn't power me up. Emerald, no, that I don't need to redo. You know, I would be curious to see if that actually works with my darn lips. I would be curious to see if that works with my villagers from Engender. I don't think I can eat a magical apple. I think it's mainly meant to be like... Yeah, it's meant to be a crafting ingredient. I don't think I can eat one, although I could try. Potash is a bad apple, literally. The white apples from Ether Legacy, they help you, but they're kind of a preventative against poison. Not really meant for the other stuff, so those are my better apple options. Obviously, Enchanted Golden Apple is amazing, but way too expensive at this time, anyhow. Wait, what does it take to get a magical apple? Magical wood and apples. Well, let me see if I can eat one. Let me see if I can eat one. It takes gold and bookshelf and a bit of experience. I'm good on experience right now, as you can see. So I would not mind at all trading some up to see if I can eat these apples. This is just a pure experiment because I really seriously don't remember if you can eat these weird apples from extra utilities. Because I had to remind myself about how much that took, because it's been a while since I crafted my boomerang, you know? Okay, so let's go with what I know is actually distributing correctly. Okay, can I eat you? Is a good question. Feel your luck changing. I don't think it's meant to do anything like that. Oh, now I remember what this is for. Going. I could have had a V8 moment. This is for resetting your, yeah, well, that's nice, but what this is really meant for is, it's a decent charge, but what this really meant to do is, while you're doing enchantments, instead of relying on having to get all the books, you can actually use this to change your enchantment seed, so to speak, so that you can shift what it's giving you randomly in the enchantment table. So you eat this and you reset what it's going to give you. That's not how I enchanted up all this armor. This was use of lots of magic books into the array of which I normally go with. So that's a whole other story. Okay, this is magic, but it's its own kind of magic, so going with miscellaneous magic. And you do not want to eat a darkened apple, just in case you're wondering on the last miscellaneous apple. But just no, it's do not eat the darkened apple. So just so you know, it's a bad idea. There's reasons why that's meant to the early stages of evil crafting. Okay, anyhow, you can kind of tell what I'm after is better apples. I need really good apples for this fight, and golden apples, while good, aren't going to fully cut it. I need better apples. Lots of better apples. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go all out on that at some point. So, I'm going to start kind of small with a little bit of seedage and work my way up and try to figure out how to better pull this off. For now, I'll be logging off, so hope to hear from you all later, and bye for now, everybody.